Throughout WWE's tumultuous history, some names have risen beyond the title of mere wrestlers. They are icons, living legends, and the very people who helped write the golden chapters of sports entertainment. These individuals didn't just deliver unforgettable matches, they redefined how the world views professional wrestling. From spine-chilling funeral bells to RKOs out of nowhere, each person on this list brings a unique presence, and all of them deserve to be called the greatest. This is the 14 greatest WWE wrestlers of all time. Brock Lesnar, WWE's unstoppable beast. From the moment he first appeared, Brock Lesnar sent shockwaves through WWE. With a build like a human tank, astonishing speed, and overwhelming strength, he quickly earned the nickname the Beast Incarnate. It didn't take long for Lesnar to leave a lasting mark on fans with his ruthless dominance. Over a career marked by multiple runs, he captured a total of 10 world championships. But his most iconic achievement, one that shook the wrestling world, was ending The Undertaker's legendary undefeated streak at WrestleMania 30. Every time Lesnar steps back into the ring, whether as a face or heel, he brings an undeniable magnetism. He's never been the talkative type. Instead, he lets Paul Heyman, one of the greatest managers of all time, do the mic work. Lesnar lets his actions speak. With an MMA-influenced style that's brutal and highly effective, he brings a chilling sense of realism to every match. Lesnar's impact goes far beyond the squared circle. He represents a generation of legit, combat-ready wrestlers, breaking the stereotype of performers who only know how to act. He proved that a wrestling match can be both athletically intense and completely captivating. Every time he steps through the ropes, the ring becomes a battlefield, and fans can't look away. Chris Jericho, the ever-evolving artist of pro wrestling. Chris Jericho is more than just a wrestler. He's a creative force, a true artist in the ring. His iconic line, "You just made the list," once sent arenas into a frenzy, perfectly capturing his unmatched ability to reinvent himself. With a career spanning over 3 decades, Jericho has never been stale. He's always someone fans look forward to watching. He's one of the rare talents to achieve massive success across WWE, WCW, and AEW. As the first ever undisputed champion in WWE history, defeating both Stone Cold Steve Austin and The Rock in a single night, Jericho carved out a legacy that few can rival. From Y2J, The List of Jericho, to The Painmaker and Le Champion in AEW, each persona he's created has been both distinct and impactful. Jericho's style blends technical finesse, sharp in-ring psychology, and unmatched charisma on the mic. He doesn't just wrestle, he entertains, makes you laugh, moves you emotionally, or fires you up depending on the role he's playing. His influence goes far beyond championship gold. Jericho is living proof that creativity has no limits, a role model for wrestlers looking to extend their careers without becoming repetitive. No one has reinvented themselves as successfully and as often as he has, and that's why Chris Jericho remains a living legend in every era of wrestling. Batista, the Animal, roaring through the ruthless aggression era. When the lights hit and the music pounds, a massive figure steps out to an eruption of cheers. No frills, no gimmicks, just raw presence. Batista, known to fans as the Animal, brought an unrelenting fury to the ring that made him one of the most dominant forces of his time. His rise coincided with one of WWE's most iconic periods, the Ruthless Aggression era. As a key member of the legendary Evolution stable alongside Triple H, Ric Flair, and Randy Orton, Batista helped define a generation. With 6 World Championship reigns and 2 Royal Rumble victories, 2005 and 2014, he wasn't just a main eventer, he was the embodiment of brute strength. His fierce rivalries with John Cena, The Undertaker, and Triple H cemented his legacy as a powerhouse. Batista didn't need the microphone to make an impact. His eyes, body language, and explosive offense said everything. With a classic powerhouse style, intense, aggressive, and nearly unstoppable, he made opponents back down before the bell even rang. Whether playing the hero or the villain, Batista always carried the aura of a no-nonsense warrior. But his legacy didn't end in the ring. Batista made a successful leap to Hollywood, with standout roles in blockbuster films like Guardians of the Galaxy and Spectre. He proved that a wrestler can transcend WWE while staying true to who they are. The Animal isn't just a nickname, it's the spirit, strength, and legacy Batista left in the hearts of fans. Kurt Angle, the Olympic genius who turned wrestling into art. Kurt Angle entered WWE with a resume no one could rival, an Olympic gold medal in freestyle wrestling. But what truly made him unforgettable wasn't just his athletic background, it was how he transformed those skills into elite-level sports entertainment. "It's true. It's damn true," became the catchphrase of a character like no other, a man who stood out by being great in his own unique way. Angle didn't take long to make his mark. In his early years, he captured major championships, including the WWE title, and later became a dominant force in TNA with some of the most memorable matches of the era. He was a rare example of someone who seamlessly blended elite technique with powerful in-ring storytelling. Whether facing Brock Lesnar, Shawn Michaels, or Samoa Joe, Kurt Angle had a way of locking fans into every single movement. As a character, Angle was incredibly versatile. He could make fans laugh as the goofy underdog, strike fear as a ruthless heel, or inspire as the noble hero. Whatever the role, he delivered, and delivered brilliantly. His wrestling style was precise, adaptive, and always carried a sense of realism. But Kurt Angle's impact goes far beyond titles and medals. He proved that wrestling can be a true art form, where skill, emotion, and passion merge into something unforgettable. Through a legendary career and a courageous comeback from serious injuries, Kurt Angle became more than a wrestler. He became a symbol of resilience and excellence in the world of sports entertainment. Roman Reigns, the undisputed leader of the modern era. 3 words, "Acknowledge me," are all it takes to silence a crowd, then send it into chaos. Roman Reigns isn't just a champion. He's the face of WWE in the modern era. From his days in the Shield to his transformation into the tribal chief leading the bloodline, Reigns' journey is perhaps the greatest reinvention in recent WWE history. After years of being pushed as the top star and receiving mixed reactions, Reigns finally cemented his place by holding the Universal Championship for over 1,000 days, the longest title reign of the modern era. As a cold, calculated heel, he didn't just elevate himself, he raised the entire bloodline stable. From Jimmy and Jay USO to Solo Sikoa, Reigns turned them into must-watch television. His in-ring style is based on strength and control, not flashy, but brutally effective. The way he dominates his opponents mirrors his character, strategic, arrogant, and fully aware that he stands at the top of the mountain. No longer the quiet one, Reigns has mastered the microphone. His promos are sharp, commanding, and filled with the aura of a true leader. Roman Reigns is more than just a title holder, he's the symbol of a generational shift. After the John Cena era, it was Reigns who kept WWE compelling, dramatic, and focused. He is the embodiment of a modern-day ruler, and the world has no choice but to acknowledge it. Edge, the ultimate opportunist and a journey beyond destiny. You think you know me? Just a few opening notes and millions of fans feel the chills. It's more than a song intro, it's the signal that a legend is about to emerge. Edge, one of WWE's most iconic figures, never steps into the spotlight without leaving a lasting impression. With 11 World Championship reigns, Edge isn't just a champion, he's a master of high-stakes matches. From ladder matches and TLC to Money in the Bank and Elimination Chamber, he's always found a way to shine in the most brutal environments. It's no coincidence he earned the nickname, King of the Ladder Matches. And just when everyone thought his career was over due to a devastating injury in 2011, Edge made a shocking return 9 years later, a moment that rocked the wrestling world. Edge is the definition of cunning. He may not have been the strongest, but he was always the smartest in the ring. Whether playing a ruthless heel or an emotional babyface, Edge made audiences believe every character he portrayed. He knew how to control the crowd's emotions and turn every match into a compelling story. Edge's legacy isn't defined by title counts, it's built on overcoming adversity and constantly reinventing himself. He's a living inspiration to millions, proof that nothing is impossible if you have the passion and the will to fight. For Edge, WWE has never just been a stage, it's been a place to live, to battle, and to rise above fate. The Rock, the #1 entertainment icon of a generation. If you smell what The Rock is cookin'. Once that catchphrase hits, the entire arena erupts. The Rock isn't just a wrestler, he's a global phenomenon, the face of the Attitude Era, and the megastar who helped WWE break free from the confines of traditional sports entertainment. With 10 world titles under his belt, The Rock was always the center of attention. He wasn't just a winner, He was the heartbeat of one of WWE's most electric eras, going toe-to-toe with legends like Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, and The Undertaker. Whether as a face or heel, The Rock had an unmatched ability to fire up the crowd with his charisma, wit, and larger-than-life presence. His microphone skills were nothing short of deadly. He could verbally dismantle opponents, have the audience laughing out loud, and command every moment on the mic. Phrases like jabroni, know your role, and lay the smackdown became cultural staples. His in-ring style was just as magnetic, fast, powerful, flashy, and worthy of a superstar. But The Rock's influence goes far beyond the WWE ring. He became the bridge between pro wrestling and Hollywood, redefining what it means to be a sports entertainer. With hundreds of millions of fans worldwide, The Rock isn't just part of WWE history. He's a living icon of pop culture, a name that will never be replaced. Triple H, the uncrowned king of modern WWE. Time to play the game. The moment that music hits, the audience knows the power play is about to begin. Triple H, also known as The Game, is the perfect blend of top-tier wrestler and master strategist, both inside and outside the ring. With 14 world championships, Triple H is far more than just a title holder. He was the leader of D-Generation X, the rebellious faction that brought new energy to WWE during the Attitude Era. Later, he became the driving force behind the Ruthless Aggression Era, battling legends like The Rock, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Shawn Michaels, and John Cena in classic matches that defined an era. Triple H wasn't about flash or speed. His style was deliberate and punishing, wearing opponents down with calculated precision. As a cold, cunning heel, he played the game his own way, making fans love to hate him while keeping their eyes glued to the screen. Beyond the ring, Triple H helped shape the future of WWE. He played a major role in building NXT, creating a platform for new stars like Seth Rollins, Roman Reigns, and Charlotte Flair. As an executive, he's redefined how WWE operates, moving the brand toward a more professional and sustainable future. Triple H isn't just a legend. He's someone who rewrote the rules, both in the ring and in the boardroom. Randy Orton, WWE's coldest and most dangerous predator. The Viper, the nickname says it all about Randy Orton: dangerous, composed, and always ready to strike. When Orton steps onto the stage with that icy stare and deliberate walk, fans know they're watching one of the most cold-blooded and feared competitors in WWE history. Debuting at a young age, Orton quickly made history by becoming the youngest world champion in company history, a milestone that marked the rise of a future legend. As a core member of the legendary Evolution stable alongside Triple H, Ric Flair, and Batista, Orton held his own among giants and never faded into the background. With 14 world championships to his name, he stands as one of the most decorated stars of all time. Orton doesn't need to be loud or flashy. He tells a story with every stare, every coldly delivered RKO out of nowhere, and the way he controls the pace of a match with chilling precision. As a textbook heel, he makes audiences loathe him, yet can't look away. What truly sets Orton apart isn't just the number of titles, it's his consistency and longevity. For over 2 decades, he's adapted, evolved, and stayed relevant without ever losing what makes him Randy Orton. He's the ultimate example of a true bad guy, the one you should never turn your back on, because the moment you do is when he strikes. Shawn Michaels, Mr. WrestleMania, and the art of in-ring storytelling. When it comes to the most iconic matches in WWE history, one name always rises to the top: Shawn Michaels. Known as Mr. WrestleMania, Michaels turned every appearance at WWE's biggest annual event into a masterpiece. He wasn't just a wrestler, he was a true artist. Though he held the World Championship 4 times, Shawn Michaels didn't need a long list of titles to earn legendary status. What set him apart was the quality of his performances. Whether facing Bret Hart, The Undertaker, Kurt Angle, or Triple H, HBK consistently delivered emotionally charged, technically brilliant matches. No one told stories inside the ring like Shawn Michaels. From his movements and offense to his facial expressions, every detail contributed to an unforgettable drama. HBK's style combined speed, precision, finesse, and the rare ability to manipulate the crowd's emotions. He could make fans cry, laugh, rage, and erupt with joy, all within a single match. And his legacy didn't stop at his prime. After a 4-year retirement due to injury, he returned and continued performing at the highest level. Shawn Michaels transformed wrestling from mere entertainment into a form of art. Loved by fans and respected by his peers, HBK is living proof that greatness isn't just about how many championships you win, it's about how deeply you move the audience. The Undertaker, WWE's immortal icon. The first gong hits, the arena fills with thick, white fog, and slowly, The Undertaker emerges like a spirit from another realm. No words. No unnecessary movement. Just his presence alone sends chills down spines. The Undertaker isn't a character. He's a living legend. For over 30 years, The Undertaker remained loyal to WWE, maintaining one of the most consistent personas in wrestling history. His mystical dead man gimmick spanned generations and became a core memory for countless fans. His legendary 21-match undefeated streak at WrestleMania, WWE's biggest stage, remains one of the most remarkable feats in wrestling history, unlikely to ever be matched. In terms of style, The Undertaker didn't rely on speed or flashy technique. He moved like a supernatural force, deliberate, powerful, and always menacing. Whether playing the heel or the face, he delivered an eerie intensity. But unlike traditional villains, his aura wasn't about malice. It was a chilling presence that felt almost spiritual. The Undertaker's legacy extends far beyond the ring. He stands as a symbol of loyalty, sacrifice, and unwavering dedication to the craft. Anyone who's ever watched WWE has at least one memory tied to The Undertaker. A match, an entrance, a farewell moment with his hat and gloves laid in the ring. He's not just a legend. He's the soul of WWE. Stone Cold Steve Austin, the rebel who defined an era. The sound of shattering glass. The music hits. And then, Austin 3:16 says, "I just whipped your ass." One of the most iconic lines in WWE history. Stone Cold Steve Austin wasn't just a wrestler. He was the embodiment of rebellion, the perfect anti-hero. Flawed, defiant, and universally loved. Austin became the face of the Attitude Era, a time that revolutionized WWE. With 6 world championships, he didn't just headline unforgettable matches. He brought an unapologetic edge that smashed the mold of the ideal wrestler. He was rude, beer-chugging, foul-mouthed, and always ready to drop his boss with a stone-cold stunner. Austin's in-ring style was raw, aggressive, and brutally effective. He didn't rely on flashy moves. Just a few punches and a well-timed stunner were enough to blow the roof off the arena. But his greatest weapon? The microphone. Every promo, every insult cut deep, silencing opponents and igniting crowds like few others could. More than the titles, Austin's true legacy is that he saved WWE during its fierce battle with WCW. He didn't just win matches, he reshaped what it meant to be a wrestling superstar. With Stone Cold, WWE stopped being a polished act and became a battleground for chaos, freedom, and pure attitude. John Cena, the resilient hero of a generation. Never give up. 3 simple words that define John Cena. Every time he walks out in a cap, brightly colored shirt, and signature towel in hand, the crowd erupts with emotion. Cheers, chants, even boos. But above all, Cena earns respect for his resilience, his unwavering drive, and his irreplaceable role in WWE history. With 17 world title reigns, tying Ric Flair's legendary record, Cena became the face of WWE's PG era. After the Attitude Era faded, WWE needed a new leader. And Cena stepped up like no one else. He kept the company moving forward, bringing in a new generation of fans while preserving the spirit of sports entertainment. But Cena wasn't just a wrestler, he was a cultural phenomenon. His style was strong, straightforward, and reliable. He could take a beating and come back stronger. His mic skills were sharp, passionate, and crowd-controlling, whether he was making people laugh, cry, or fire up with emotion. What makes Cena truly unique is that he was both adored and hated, but never ignored. He inspired kids, stood as a symbol of persistence, and lived out the message of never giving up. No matter what anyone says, one truth remains: John Cena is WWE's unbreakable hero. GOAT, Hulk Hogan, the immortal icon who just closed the final chapter of his legend. What ya gonna do, brother, when Hulkamania runs wild on you? Every time those words echoed through the arena, the crowd erupted. With his signature yellow bandana, ripped physique, and unmatched energy, Hulk Hogan sparked a movement unlike anything wrestling had ever seen. the storm known as Hulkamania. He was the heart and soul of WWE throughout the 1980s and early 90s, a time when professional wrestling broke into the mainstream and became a cultural phenomenon. Hogan captured the WWE Championship 6 times and headlined the very first WrestleMania, an event that would go on to become a global spectacle. It was Hogan who helped launch WWE beyond just combat sports, bringing it to television, movies, and into the hearts of millions. Hogan's in-ring style was simple, but deeply effective and emotionally charged. He was the ultimate super babyface, the perfect hero, known for epic comebacks that ignited crowds around the world. The iconic Hulk-up moment, the dramatic finger point, and his legendary leg drop were pure wrestling magic. And when he shocked the world by turning heel as Hollywood Hogan in the NWO, he reinvented himself completely. Darker, edgier, and utterly captivating. His passing, just days ago, is a tremendous loss for the wrestling world. But the legacy he leaves behind will never fade. Hogan laid the foundation for WWE to become the global empire it is today. Without him, there might never have been a true WrestleMania. His image has inspired generations, from John Cena to The Rock to Roman Reigns. Yes, his personal life was controversial, but in the hearts of millions of fans, Hulk Hogan will forever be the GOAT, the immortal icon. And now, more than ever, he truly is immortal in the world of wrestling. From the golden era to the modern age, these are the legends who've kept WWE alive and unforgettable. Comment below with the name of your favorite icon, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Wrestling Sphere so you never miss out on our next epic videos.